everyone. Hello, hello, welcome in. Uh, Let me get my little avatar up. There we go. Today is gonna be kind of like a brief stream. Yes, very brief. Uh, it's gonna be a two-parter. So the first part will be only like pictures and stories that I have to share, and then the other part would probably be like the whole goody stuff. And I think I'm going to do that on Thursday instead, so because I have another meeting at like 4:30, which is about uh 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours from now. So right now I'm gonna get out. I'm pretty sure I have. So I got you guys a folder that I wanted to share, and I made a few edit changes and whatever. But um, let me see if I got those edited or not, and then I'll show you guys here. All right. Like I edit out like people's some like my family's faces. Okay, I'll only get a little bit. Okay. I think there's one that I need to get done, or I can just for that. I'll do that. This is only like for a few pictures. Of course, I do have like extras and whatever, so let me do that quickly. Oh, oops. We're going to get started here in a little bit once I get this done. I don't think these are going to be that important, so bear with me. Alright, I'm just gonna have to go like back and forth with some of these. Let's see. Don't worry, I'm almost done. I just edit or crop them out just in case they don't want to be seen on the internet and whatever, but I can't do that for strangers. Well, for strangers it would only be like the videos and that's it. But I'm sorry, I don't got those good editing skills for Google only. So you guys will only be seeing my face instead, which I'm fine with that. It's not like too terrible. I got one more thing to edit. I'm gonna do just that. It's gonna be weird. Because so so the one I'm editing right now, there's like two of them, and they're like right between the family, and I don't really know. I'm not. Yeah, just let me crop it. Or oops, it's weird. It's a little weird, but it should be fine. Okay. Um, and I'll explain that here. Okay. Gonna start off that. Alright, now to bring you guys in to see. So let's edit. Now, was it, or is it this? I think we were playing with what? That, yes, okay, what that one. Alright, that's, alright. Alright, so my vacation was all the way to LA. It was like a 5 hour trip from here, and we flew there. We flew. It was a 5 hour flight, and I'm still trying to get used to my own time zone versus theirs. So it's getting a little better, but it's kind of struggling. So here we are on the plane. This is like day one. We saw some like these mountains, and for me, we never get to see mountains. It's just all plain flat field for me. And I love to see mountains. I like to see the ocean side. It's so here's a couple of pictures of the ocean. This was at a Cuban restaurant that we ate at. So this is a steak sandwich. I didn't eat it all. I wasn't that hungry. And this was this was disgusting. These are fried bananas. They are very smushy and almost tasted like sweet potatoes. They did have the banana flavored, but it was like so mushy that I don't know. It didn't taste very good. Let's split it up for me. So here we are at the uh on land for landscaping pictures. This is where we stayed at their Airbnb. Although this one was the Airbnb was kind of a little strange because it is actually a house and the people that owned that house were also living there at the same time as we were staying. So it's like we were kind of renting part of their house for a week. Yeah, it was a little strange, but it was all right. It was all right for first Airbnb B&B for me, so and my sister. So here it is at night. You can see all the lights and like the clouds. So this air it's like east from LA. So this is not really the center of LA. Still on the first day. As you can see there, more sunsets. I thought it was really pretty. This one's kind of blurry. Whatever.
Hello everyone, it is day 2 of Los Angeles. I was too tired to record what happened at day 1, so I'll explain that later, probably in the same video. I have no idea right now, but...
So okay, what the hell? So stop recording. So I was thinking that maybe I should make a vlog and put it onto YouTube. I actually have no idea if I should really do that or not. We'll just have to see. So I'm just gonna do this recording.
Hello everyone,
I'm just gonna show you
it
this
is day 2
video just in
of Los
case if it
Angeles.
doesn't
I was
make
too
it
tired to
onto
record what happened at
YouTube
day 1, so
as
I'll
its own
explain that
video.
later, probably in the same video. I have no idea right now, but right now it's day 2. We are planning to go to the grill at Griffith Observatory, and then the Warner Brothers studio, maybe, at least some kind of studio, and then we're gonna go to Santa Monica. So I am so happy to be here. But also there's a little kitty here. Yeah, kitty.
Oh yeah, they also have like a little kitty there. I don't know if you guys would see them or not.
You want one? Oh, there's that little kitty.
There he is. It's their house cat.
So half of this video might be just me and my VTuber model explaining stuff while we're recording. So, all right. See you later. Hello,
Alright,
everyone.
stop! Okay, so yes, we did have some changes. There were some changes. Did you guys hear that? I don't know. I didn't want to hear it. Oh, hello, unfaithful. Hello. Yes, this is vlogs in case I'm just showing you guys the video in case it doesn't have its own video onto YouTube, and I don't know if I'll have any time to do that. We'll just have to see. That is just in case. So yes, there has been some changes, and I'll explain. So first, we actually went to Little Tokyo, and this is all of the. This is one vendor who has like a whole bunch of pins.
Wait, what?
It's Jason, but Mario right here.
Yeah, she pointed that out, but I wanted to try vlogging, but just the whole editing part is just gonna be, I don't know, something else. Because I'm trying to edit for another short video. And I don't know. They also got like these earrings. These are all made by, I think, one person. It's really amazing how they made all of these. At least there was one person working. I don't know, it could be multiple people. So yeah, this is I think a pancake sandwich. Let me look that up. Uh, Japan. Dorayaki. Yes. I guess that's what they're called. I forgot the name. These are dorayakis. This is the colder version where it has a little bit of the like whipped cream sort of taste, with the red bean paste. It was actually pretty good. I did like the colder version. Oh, it looked like I was from Tron or something, so that's why. Here is one of the anime stores in Little Tokyo.
Oh my god, Paimon, the annoying one.
They got Paimon. My sister does not play Genshin, but she knows.
Oh my god, look at this big Bulbasaur.
They got like these big plushies. They got the.
I'm foggy.
It was like my sister's like, "What the hell are you doing?" So that's one of the stores.
Oh my god, Paimon.
Oh my god, it's Paimon. Pin game on point, yes. They also had these. Squidward. I guess SpongeBob was like the most sold out on that one. Everyone else is like filled up. And they got the little Pokemons. This is the same store, so same store. This is a different store. This is the Sanrio. Hold on, I'll pause for a little bit. This is the Sanrio store. And what is kind of bizarre with this is that they only allow a limited people in the store and a limited time. You can only be in there for 20 minutes, and that's it. And they had like a whole line of people waiting. We didn't buy anything from this Sanrio store because they were so and cinnamon roll, I think. I don't know. I like all of them. So there's a big Hello Kitty plushie with some kind of like a Lego and like those like connect beads. I don't think it's Lego, but it looks like a Lego. Here's some more Sanrio stuff. I think it was these are much older, so that's why it's in a case. And yes, I got a whole bunch of uh cinnamon pictures here because I know a certain someone that likes cinnamon rolls. So there's a bunch of pictures there. They also got like these aprons, which were cute, and these Hello Kitty kitchen makers. So this one is a sandwich maker, and they also had waffle maker. They had like these cake pop makers. There's another. There it is. Another apron. So this is another store that we walked into. My sister wanted to point out that there was a big toad head up there that you guys saw. Okay, I need to delete that. This is takoyaki, or octopus. It was actually pretty good. I liked it. That's like probably one of the seafoods that I would really eat, other than like shrimp. I'm not a big seafood fan, but that is something that I would like, you know, get a whole meal for. This is the toriyaki, but it's it's warm instead, so it doesn't have like the whipped cream in there. It was pretty good. I do prefer the cold one a little more, although the red bean paste texture is kind of funny, which is why my sister doesn't really like it very much. But oh yeah, here's some other plushies in one of the stores. There's some Gundams for you guys to look at. They had these old dolls, which I guess came out when, or they tried to come to America and be popular over there. Back in the 80s, and they never got they never got big in America, but they were apparently very big in Japan. So there's Ace, life-size figure, and then I guess there was a whole bunch of Albedos. So I don't know, there was a whole plushies and whatever. Here is some gachapons. I think I need to pause somewhere because it shows family. Coming up here. Yeah. So there were like these big seals. Okay, they're a bit pixelated on that one. Alright, let's skip it ahead. I don't want to dox them, so, or, you know, being that one person that shows family without permission. Alright, so here's a cosplay store. This is still in Little Tokyo, by the way. I thought it was like an okay cosplay store. They didn't have like a whole bunch of like full-on costumes and whatever, and still pricey. There's your Hololive stuff. There's been some times that I recorded, so you got like all these Hololive stuff in this one store. I already got the ones that I wanted, which is the Miko figure. I already have her. You got Rushia, you got Hachima, Subaru, Noel, Anime, Watame, Sora. You got like almost every JP member. And there's like Flare, there's a couple more JP idols. I don't think there was any EN or ID for Hololive, but it was just all JP. But I did meet a cashier who was a big fan of Hololive, and he had like almost every Hololive member on his apron. So there's a couple small plushies. Yes, this is our first time in Jack in the Box. Their food was pretty okay. I did taste like I think their chicken nuggets or whatever. It was alright. It was something different. So there you go. And then we got like more landscape. This is our first attempt to going to the Griffith Observatory. And I'm saying first attempt because, well, it was a 2-hour walk, and you can only park for, so parking is $10 an hour. And we're like, well, it's a 2-mile walk from where we were at. It was shrouded, and we were like, all right, fuck it, we'll go with a different day. So that's more of the landscaping from at least the sort of midpoint. Like just walking up to the observatory from where we were at was also pretty dangerous. I wish they had like a little walkway for people. They don't, because you got cars parked on one side while other cars are like rushing down trying to find parking and whatever, and then on where you could walk is like a dirt path, but it goes like really steep like this, and it was terrible. I wish they would have done something with that. So we're like, fuck it, let's just go to Santa Monica. So here's Santa Monica. The pier, that is. So yes, you could also see the beach area. We didn't go to this beach because it was like too many people over there, but so here's the ocean right at the end of the pier. And supposedly Santa Monica is the end of Route 66, which is the kind of like the longest route or road in the US. So there's me. And then that's like all the ocean here. And like, I apparently got some guy's face. I don't know who that guy is. So here are some barnacles right on the dock over here. Apparently we found a sea lion just chilling on a boat. Like, my dude was chill. I don't know if it was a wild sea lion or it must be like owned, because I know they had signs saying like, oh, don't feed the birds or the sea lions and whatever, and this guy apparently showed up. So here's a little video of him just chilling out. It's just rare to see those kind of animals in the wild, at least for us, because we don't live by an ocean. I don't live by an ocean. Oh yeah, you got the chick. That was supposed to be for a certain someone. This is the Wills. No, that's the next thing. This is still Santa Monica, I think. Yes. So they got a little carousel inside. I didn't go on it, even though I wanted to, but he also got people that were dressed up. I mean, if you want to go to LA, you're going to see people dressed up a lot, and usually they want like some kind of money out of it, so yeah, they're not always free. So I just took a quick snapshot of the backside and be like, oh, no one will know. Oh yeah, there's a couple bears. A deer and a bear makes beer. And then you got like these stores, so there's an Apple store right on the walkway of Santa Monica. And then this is on the drive back from Santa Monica. Alright, here's the next day.
Hi guys. So today this is day 3. There was quite a few changes with day 2, so my editor will have to figure it out. So I will show you all the goodies on stream at a later day. So we went to Little Tokyo, and then we also went to Santa Monica. Griffith Observatory was really packed, and we didn't go there. So right now we're going to the studio, which we planned to yesterday, but they were booked. So yeah, we're going there today. We might go swimming. I don't really know for sure what we're going on, so we'll just have to see. I'll see you later. Bye. Hi guys.
So, yes. We did go swimming. I did get sunburned. Even though I had sunscreen on, I still got sunburned. That's how pale I am. So there's some more mountains on our way there. More mountains. Wall. But first, we went to the Warner Brothers studio tour. So this is their little promotion of the Barbie movie that they have here. And they had a box in there, which, I mean, you've probably seen people do pictures of the box, so I got my picture in the box. So this camera is from, it was used since 1935 or no, or 1950s, I don't remember. But it's an old camera. But yeah, it's like in the gift shop here. So once we got our tickets cleared and whatever, we went inside, and this is the first thing that you will see. And they have like little text here, so you got like characters from Warner Brothers, Hanna-Barbera, Cartoon Network, and other shows that they had, or movies like the Iron Giant they did, the Lego Movie, Scooby-Doo universe. Yeah. Alright, so in the 1930s, Warner Brothers decided to expand the production on its own short cartoons to accompany its films in the theater. So, this is how they became like popular for Warner Bros. So, alright, I'll show you this video. I'm sorry, it's all pixelated. Let me see if I can fix that. Yes, I can. What the hell? All right. So apparently there was four brothers that were in this kind of company. Um, and they were actually all from Poland. I'm not for sure. They had like a different name. They had a different like name, and then they changed it to Warner. I don't know how that worked. I think a whole bunch of immigrants at least changed at least something before they came to the U.S. like way back then. But changing, I think it was like Wachowski or something to Warner is like bizarre to me. So stage 16. This is their biggest sound stage that they have. You can probably recognize this ship if you watch the Goonies. I guess they also did some other ones in there too. Here's the birth of the Warner Brothers. But yeah. Oh yeah, they also had their phone book there, so you could call Walt Disney, but I don't think he's gonna answer because he did. But yeah, they had their own phone book. It looks like. No, I didn't try calling any Walt Disney either. So because I think it's not really a whole number, like a full number or anything. So yeah. Here's I guess their scripts that they had. So this was from the movie Dallas, RJ's Boots and Hat. I don't really know much about Dallas. I think it's a not movie, like a TV series. Could be wrong though. There is Phoebe's Guitar from Friends, which was also a TV show. This is telling like how they made their films. So apparently they were kind of working with AT&T because I guess AT&T were not only like for telephone but for other stuff too. So yeah, and that's how they got like their sound or whatever. And then there's the old prop, the jazz singer microphone from 1927. And there's some records that they had. Oops, went ahead too. So we're on this bus, and I sat right next to the driver. So this is one of their sheds, or two of their sheds that they use for movies. Um, I I think he mentioned a whole bunch of stage props used from Pretty Little Liars. I never watched that series, but there's the other shed. Here is a quote unquote house, and I say that because it's not actually a full house. If you open these doors, you will still be outside. It's not actually a house. It's just a front of a house. That's it. Um, so here is the there we go. A pond that they used for several of their movies. I think they've used this one for Black Lagoon. I'm gonna make sure. No. What was the? It was something with you, wasn't it? Old Warner Bros. Movies. It's a live action one. Something like that. It's like a swamp monster or something like that. It's like old. Let me see if I can see. Oh, they also call those kind of houses a facade, by the way. Let's see it. I think it was like I think they also used that for this movie. Let me see where it's at. Like the perfect person. What it's called? I just seen it. Where is it? Crap. No, it's not Free Willy. There it is, The Perfect Storm. I think they used that in that swamp there. So. That little pond. And here's like the shed that they use for a couple of their films. I can't remember on top of my head which one they used for what, so they got like these actual kind of like houses. It's not really a functional house, but it is a full on like rooms house. So, and actually some of those houses, they may look like they're 2-story or 3-story, they're actually 1-story. So yeah. I think some of these houses were also from The Big Bang Theory to Young Sheldon to whatever. I can't even think what films. I guess the Night Court, whatever is what they're going for. Hold on. Before we go to that, I must have forgot. Yeah, to add a couple more things to it. So here's like supposedly the Night Court. It's also been used for another film. Like I said, I don't know these films on top of my head at the moment, but if you guys can recognize it, I was there. So here's a couple of their like quote unquote stores, and like I said, it is 1-story because all of that high up ceiling is used for the lighting, for AC, for a couple other things just to hang up. And here is like the city hall here. This is not Back in the Future, by the way. I will show you that in another photo. This is not Back in the Future. That is Universal's, and they have their own little town like this. Yes, it does look familiar, but it's not that. But it was also, but instead, they used it for Dukes of Hazzard. If you guys have seen that show before, like that road has been used for that. They also use some productions use these kind of lots for their shows because I guess Warner Bros. Have a free lot policy, which one production like Paramount or Universal or any of those can go over to this area, this town area, and film. So it's not just, Warner Brothers. Here's a house that can actually have like a sort of upstairs. You can see the stairs, but it doesn't lead to like a full-on second story. It is basically if you go up the steps and then you take a few steps, and then that is the quote-unquote second story. It was used for Friends where a character had to like change out clothes or something. I forget the whole story, honestly. I don't watch Friends. I'm sorry. Here is another house. This was used for this is Uncle Jesse's house for Dukes of Hazzard, and this is their front of, and this is actually another house. They share the same complex, but this is like a house for one movie, and then on the other side, this is also could be another house. In which case, for Dukes of Hazzard, uh, since that was Uncle Jesse's, this is Boss Hogs, who is like the head sheriff of the town. They were both completely different people, so kind of a little strange. So there's more houses that are kind of similar to that. There's a street, Bower Hall, which is I guess used in Young Sheldon, which is like their Big Bang Theory side spin-off show. Houston Hall. Here's some more facades, which is basically just the front of a building, and there's no back. You can't really go in. So here's some little shops that they also have for, I guess, Sheldon. There's the movie theater, which is used for like Friends and for Big Bang Theory. I think that might be. I think that is a functional theater, which all the like everybody in the either movie or a show gets to go in there before it's released, is what I heard. So I think if I'm correct on that one. There's an old movie theater. It's not an actual movie theater. The only actual one is the one with the light bulbs. So yeah, that's the street. Or no, this one is. This one is an actual movie theater. Not the other one. Not this one. The other one. The one that says Warner Bros. And they also got like promotional pictures on the side. So here is your New York housing, apartments, whatever. There's only one actual full-in house. All the others are facades. Here is the water tower promoting the Barbie movie. It is not. It's not actually full of water. It's actually empty ever since the 1950s. Yep. It's not functioning. So there's some more buildings or cascades, I don't remember. Here is some stages that we passed by. So you got like, and then they have like these plaques for these really big shows like Friends, The Big Bang Theory, 2.5 Men. This stage, we actually went inside, but you could not get any videotaping or pictures because it's still going on, which is the, I guess, all American. So yeah. So here are some costumes. From Space Jam 1 and 2. Here are some sketches. If we go here, you can see like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Flintstones, Scooby-Doo. These were all from the original artist back in the day. Batman's in there, Superman, and then you got like Iron Giant. Here's some more costumes. This is from Selena, which I'm not familiar with that movie. And then these are from Crazy Rich Asians, which is a movie. I seen part of it. I don't know about it. Here's some more like sketches, and all of this is actually blank. It's just projected onto the canvas here. And then I guess this is from Bob Abiola. I don't know, but yeah. This is my sister's Batmobile. And then that one's my Batmobile. And my little dress up, which we had stuff to do for fun. Here is some old costumes that they have. I guess from My Fair Lady in the 60s, movie in the 60s. I can't remember what this movie is, but I guess like some gangster films. I can't remember. Here are some dresses that they worn from actresses. Costumes from My Fair Lady. I guess that was. So My Fair Lady was a very huge success for Warner Brothers at the time, which made 16 million, and that was back in the 60s. So imagine converting that to nowadays. Yeah, it was big. So here's the Big Bang Theory with some of their outfits that they wore. They also had the couch and the prop for the apartment doors with the broken elevator. Here's me as Dolby. It is a motion capture thing, so it replicates your body in a way. They had one that was like sort of sketched out Dolby, and then they had one with stick figures. So here is the fountain from Friends, and part of this is actually the couch. I didn't get that in because the people were on it. So we're now inside. to see more DC and Harry Potter. So you got costumes from Batman right here, Mr. Freeze, the Joker, and whatever. Also the gate prop that they use. More Batman and oh, that's upside down, but I thought their faces were hilarious. Can I rotate this? Let me see if I can rotate it. I forgot to do that. Yes, I can. So yeah, that's what their faces look like. It was so hilarious with their mouth was like, and it's like, ooh. It's like, so here's some more superhero DC costumes. Here's Superman's area. And then here's all Batman's area. This is... No, it's not over. It's Game of Thrones. I kept saying Lord of the Rings to some people, but I don't think they really cared. They don't even watch either show, so yeah, it's from Game of Thrones. Like all of this was from them. Here is some old costumes, like in the 50s and 60s, that were used. And then there is a map for Harry Potter, because they got a section for that. Here's me in the quote-unquote box. It's not really like an actual box to be in there, but it's just an illusion. There's all their Emmys. So once we were done with the tour, we went to Will Rogers Beach. So there's some palm trees, the ocean. There's my toes in the sand because you guys can't have feet pics. Oh yeah, there's some seagulls. Went to In-N-Out. Got In-N-Out burger. I think it tastes pretty good. We went to Universal Studios, which is the main reason why we went to LA. The main reason. And I'll show you why in a little bit. So here is when you first enter into Warner Bros. And then there's like The Simpsons that we stopped by. This is the main reason why we went. The Super Nintendo World. Why? Because Florida does not have theirs open until 2 more years. My sister tried to video bomb. So don't blame me if you see her face. Because I can't edit videos very well. So that is actually Peach's Castle in the back. I thought I got it all, but I guess I didn't. We were walking out. I couldn't turn myself 360, so I did for the camera. So yeah, that is the main reason why we went to LA. So this is the wristband. that you have to get because most of the rides would need to get at least some kind of power-up band. I will show you guys my goodies and stuff on Thursday. Right now it's just pictures and story time. Here is an upper level of the Mario world. Alright. So there we go. There's my sister. Me. We were both wearing like the Mario and Luigi hat. So that was pretty exciting. Then we also went to, oh, I forgot these. I have to show you guys these. This was still on the first day. I forgot to show you guys. We'll come back to Universal. This is the first replica of the first In-N-Out drive-through. It was actually a drive-through at first. So this building is basically the size of a average bedroom, and 6 people are working in that area. So here is me pogging at the cheapest prices. Supposedly the In-N-Out original one is like right here. Before, like in the 50s, it was like right over there. Okay, I just forgot to show you guys. Also, here's part of Santa Monica. There's a dinosaur. I was like, rawr. Alright, I'm done. I'm done with the forgetting. So here's Princess Peach and me. Everyone else is standing right beside Toad. Toad is about almost like my height, so I don't know. They had to have like some small person in this costume. And he would just move side to side or jump up and down, move his arms. So there's me with Toad. I had to squat down for him. Here's inside the building because you have to reach a certain goal, and this is like your goal. So you had to get like 3 keys at 3 certain areas, and this is like your result. Basically, you would just have to move your arms and jump up and down kind of thing. So there was also like these sensors where you put your wristband to a sensor and then figures would pop up, like this Mario figure. That needs to be deleted. And Luigi, they also had Bowser, they had Peach, they had, I think that was like all of them that would show up like that. Here's the Transformers ride. This is also in Orlando too, but here is the Megatron meetup. I didn't meet Megatron myself, but he was there. So here's the Simpsons area. Yeah, don't worry about that. We also went to the Hogwarts area, Harry Potter. There was also the quote-unquote French area, which is basically Illumination. All the Illumination stuff. Why? Because one of the co-founders of Illumination is French. So here's one of the minions. My whole family stand in between these guys, so I was cropping these guys out. And here's the other one. Oops. Alright, so here's one of the rise of the minions. Oh yeah, we also talked to Donkey. They had a donkey,
This is so cool. How are you? I'm not cool. I'm not cool like you guys. You got cool hats. Those are so stylish. Yeah, you could just wear it every.
So yeah, it's sideways. Here's the castle. It is huge. I don't think you can really go in it, but they do like a whole bunch of light shows and whatever. And whatnot. So yeah. Oops. I am sorry, but you guys are like always. Okay. Here's the front of the gate. I know I shouldn't put all of these in the folder, but I forgot. Oh yeah, here's Bart. There was also Homer later on in the day, so I didn't get his picture with us. So this is we're still at Universal. You could actually see Warner Bros. And like Disney. You could see all these studios. Like they're very close together. Warner Bros. Is actually back there. There's, I guess, some park and some scenery, studios. I'm sorry, my family. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I gotta do this to you, okay? Here's the sunset at Universal. This is Mario Land at night. I didn't get the whole thing, but I got at least part of it. So that lit up. Here's some of their stages.
Some of Bel Air's most pivotal scenes have been filmed right here. Jabari, what have been your most memorable moments? Ooh, I don't know. I mean, there's so many to choose from. You know, I love the Foyer set where Will first enters, and at that moment, his life changes forever. What about you? Well, the Bel Air Academy gym set is here too, and I remember you having to sit in that cold ice. Some of Bel Air's most pivotal scenes have been filmed.
I don't know if I could cut out that section and upload the VOD with my family. We'll see. Here's Minions, like the Illumination kind of section. That is Ted from their movies Ted. Here is a street or some of their buildings, facades. I think these are actual like buildings. And then I think those are facades. I don't remember. But this is the street that is used in Back in the Future. So yes, we did go on the Back in the Future road, but we weren't allowed to like walk, you know, everywhere like we did with Warner Bros. And see things. We were only on the bus, which I guess is pretty nice if you've been walking for, I don't know, hours like we did. So that's City Hall that, you know, they use for Back in the Future movies. I don't remember what that was. I think there was something showing in the window, but it's so blurry. I'm just gonna delete that. Alright, there's some more buildings. like I said, I can't remember on top of my head of what. So here is the back of what a facade would look like. So the front is basically a house, and then this is the back side. So this is the King Kong area that they used. So the driver will go inside, and it would be there was a kind of like a theater, like a 360 theater that you would see, and they would like rock the carts like you're actually in with the movie. So here is their cars. So like American
We can't talk about
Graffiti,
picture cars without talking about the Fast and the Furious films. That Gorilla Scoop is actually the original Toretto racer. It's from F9. The saga continues.
Back in the
Not too fast.
Future,
It's kind of a trick
Flintstones.
question, actually. Some Jurassic vehicles, the gyrosphere without the plexiglass. The plexi was put
Harry
in
Potter.
with computer-generated imagery or CGI because they didn't want the camera reflecting in it. Remember, angle of incidence equals angle of reflection. Anytime you point a camera at somebody, if there's glass or a mirror, you might end up in the shot. We call that a blooper, and it's not good. That'll cost you time. Time is a very valuable commodity when you're in production. That tank from Michael Bay's Transformers is about 75% comprised of plastic. Matt, can you point that light down, please? It bounces off the windshield. And we can't talk about picture cars without talking about the Fast and the Furious.
This is blurry, but this is the famous Jeep that they used for Jurassic Park. The backgrounds that were used for Jurassic Park were actually in Warner Brothers studio. So like the T-Rex chasing, that famous scene, that is Warner Brothers. That whole scene was filmed at Warner. Here's some more props that they use for Jurassic Park. Here is some more like buildings for like the Old West kind of look, or like, you know, down south, like Mexico and so they had, I guess, like supposedly rain coming down on the roof here, and then they made it look like as if it was flooding with all the water coming in and whatever. So there's some more houses. It didn't flood, but yeah. Here's some more houses. Buildings. It's also getting pretty laid out. That is a shed. I don't remember what movie.